Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome to another episode of the Testing Testers series. And in today's video, we're going to test two foundations today, and it's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I think it was the Jackie Aina collection, and the other one is the Dior Nude Air foundation. I asked you guys on Instagram if you want me to do like a separate video for the two foundations or just do a half and half, and most of you guys requested for a half and half foundation, so that's what we're going to do today. First things first, I have oily skin and I have as of now, acne-prone skin as well. If you're not familiar yet, every time I do a foundation review, I just use the foundation and set it with powder. I don't use primer, but I make sure I moisturize first. Sometimes highlight and blush, but no primer and setting spray because I want to see the potential of the foundations. This is one of their new shades. Medium to full, undetectable coverage, oil-free, hydrating, long-wearing for 12 hours. Photo-friendly, no flashback. So this foundation claims a lot. And most of them I really like. Sana totoo. So first impression, the finish was really nice, but it didn't really cover much. I'm going to add another layer, but I'm going to use a brush this time just to see which one applies better. Ganda ng shade niya, guys. Sakto lang. Ay, sakto lang. Masaya. Arte. I could still use a concealer. It's not able to cover everything, but so far, the finish is really good. Going to dive in with the second foundation. It's the Dior Nude Air foundation. I mean, I'm going to blend it. Ooh. The Dior foundation is oily. I didn't read it to you, sorry. It says it's a lightweight foundation serum that creates an enhanced complexion and a sheer finish. May SPF 25, so malamang may flashback siya. So it doesn't really claim much. Feeling ko oily to sa akin kasi para ako naglalagay ng oil talaga. I don't know if you can see it, guys, pero it's very oily. And it's warm. Fairness. This has a satin finish. I think one layer of this is good enough already. Ganda. But just for the sake of putting two layers on both sides, I'll put another layer. Going to set both sides with RCMA No Color Powder. I like it. I like them both. But I'm kind of leaning towards the Dior Nude Air foundation side because I'm really surprised that it started oily and then it became semi-matte. Satiny semi-matte finish. And the coverage is very nice as well. This is flawless to begin with, but this is more flawless than this. This is the look for today. Just brows, mascara, and lipstick, and a little bit of blush and highlight. Born This Way side isn't able to cover as much as I wanted to cover, but also at the same time I have more blemishes on this side than here, and this is showing as well, so I think they have the same coverage. So I'll be back, guys, in 4 hours. I will not blot, I will not retouch my face, I will not put powder. It's 1 p.m. almost 1 p.m. Hey guys, so it has been 4 hours. It is now 5:08 p.m. and this is how my skin looks like. Right off the bat, you can already tell that I got oilier. Cover half of my face just to focus in that area. It's oily, and if you look really close, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there are areas on my face that became patchy, especially here on my nose. A little bit creasy. The areas where I have pimples, the foundation disappeared on those areas, like this one, this one, this one. But the finish is still really good. Let's go on this side. First of all, wow. And it's a little bit oily as well, but not as oily as this side, if you can see the difference. It doesn't really look oily, it just looks satin. It's just oilier on the nose area and the line right here. But one good thing I can tell you about this foundation, it doesn't crease. Like, In this area, I can see it's blotchy and it's clinging to my lines, the nose line, different nose line, the Sarat nose line. I just love the finish, the coverage, how it sits on my skin, both of them, but more on this side. Hello. Mahal nila parehas. I'll be back in another 4 hours to tell you my final thoughts about these two foundations. Now, almost 9 p.m. Less coverage on the pimples, extra oily and extra creasing on the lids. What I'm going to do now is use oil blotting sheet to remove the oil on my face so we can see which one controls oil better. I think I kind of know which one. Uy. There's no particular reason why I'm doing both at the same time. They just, I don't know, they just feel right. They're pretty much the same, but since we filled them both up, I'm going to use another sheet or sheets. This is the second batch of sheets. I think this is just a little bit oilier than this. Actually, we saw earlier that the Too Faced foundation side is much oilier than the Dior side, so I think Dior does a better job in controlling your oil. But after blotting it, this is how it looks like. It's still pretty nice, and I still like both of them. So if you've noticed, the video quality has changed. It became better. It's because it's bright again. It's not 9 p.m. anymore, and it's actually the next day. I couldn't bear with the video last night. I was able to finish it last night, but as I was editing it, I was really kind of grossed by it. It was so dark, so the camera kept on adjusting. That's why the video became grainy, and I didn't really want you guys to see that. I am going to give my final thoughts on the foundations, and I'm going to rate it. And of course, the rating will be like my personal rating only. For the like how it sits on my face and how the finish went, for the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I would give it like a 4.5 because I really like it. It's so comfortable on the face. The one point that was taken away from it was just the little bit of creasing on the lines and the blotchiness on my nose and chin, and I think a little bit on the forehead as well. This Dior foundation gets a 5 because everything positive I said about this foundation is right here as well. Plus, it's not cracking up, it's not blotchy, it didn't cling on my line, so it's just really perfect finish. I love how it sits on my pores. It's really nice. And take note guys, I didn't even use primer. For the coverage, the Born This Way foundation gets a 3 out of 5, or maybe 3.5 out of 5, because it was able to cover my imperfection for the most parts, but it didn't really last that much. And there's like a weird thing going on with my big pimples. Like the foundation disappears on those areas, but it's also there at the same time. Like Ganda. Dior foundation, I give it a 4 out of 5 because the coverage is really good. I just like the coverage in general. So as for the longevity or the staying power of the foundations, I'd give this Too Faced foundation a 3 out of 5 because on the areas where I don't have a lot of problems, it's really staying there. Like you can see, it still has coverage, but on the problem areas, not long lasting in those areas. Meanwhile, this foundation gets a 4 out of 5 because it's really staying. Oil control, I think you guys know it already. This Too Faced Born This Way gets like a 3 out of 5. And this Dior gets a 3.5 out of 5. The Dior foundation is better in controlling oil more than the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but at the same time, the Dior foundation isn't the best in oil control. So for the overall rating, I would give the Too Faced Born This Way foundation 4 out of 5. I really like it. I really don't mind the other negative things about this product because it was very minimal. And this Dior foundation gets a 4.5 out of 5, or maybe a 5. Like if this is able to control my oil for 12 hours, it would have been my holy grail foundation. This would have beaten the Fenty foundation, and you guys know that's my holy grail foundation for my oily skin. 4.8. 4.8. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Of course, you be the judge. It's all about preference, really. I hope you found something good in this video, and if you did, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to your loved ones, and also click on the bell button beside the subscribe button to be notified whenever I have new videos. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and be great. Bye! Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to another episode of the Testing Testers series. Ano yun? If you're not familiar yet, every time I do a foundation, the coverage? Ano yung coverage? Bagong word. But I've noticed that as time passes by, the imperfect. I moved to the window now because this is embarrassing. Oh yeah! Now, shadow naman ng camera. Ganda. Okay. Here? No.